Ida for grieving my grandfather? I, 19F, lost my grandfather around this time last year. He died on August 12 and I was really close to him. He meant the world to me, and when he passed my entire earth shattered. Earlier, I was on FaceTime with my partner, 18F, going through cards from my graduation party and found the one he gave me. I started smiling and my partner noticed, asking if it was necessary to smile over something a year old. I explained to her it was my grandpa and left the room because I could feel several emotions bubbling up. During this I was crying very loudly, which was immature, but bear in mind he was my father figure growing up, to which my partner decided was childish and was an attack on her. It wasn't. Period. She thought I was treating her poorly and walking away and crying, but I did not want her to see my reaction. It felt like I had lost him again in opening that card and reading it. Am I the asshole for walking away from the phone so she wouldn't hear my breakdown? Am I the butthole because my best friend's boyfriend makes cancer jokes? Context: my best friend, 17, is dating a guy, M18, I, 17F, recently finished chemotherapy, which I struggled a lot with, mentally and physically. The boyfriend keeps saying mean, rude cancer jokes to me, saying that I deserve everything that happened to me and he hopes I get cancer again. I have confronted him many times and brought up concern to my best friend multiple times, however nothing was done. Recently I was telling another friend about the issue and she said something needed to be done. She told another friend, let's call her Stevie, who recently lost a relative to cancer. Stevie asked me if I wanted her to speak to the friend's boyfriend. I said it was fine and she didn't need to. Stevie did it anyway. Now all the girls in my friend group are angry at me and refusing to speak to me. It's been a few days, I need clarification that I haven't done anything wrong. Am I the butthole? Am I the butthole for telling GF to stop hanging out with unfaithful friend? I've been with my partner for nearly a year now and it's been going great for the most part. In the past couple months she's explained to me that one of her close friends has been going out to bars and nearly kissed another man while her boyfriend was at home when she would go out at night. After being told multiple events about what she would do, I told my girlfriend I don't want her hanging out with her anymore. They would go running or get food often. To my surprise my girlfriend obliged and no longer hangouts with her, but still messages her all the time. Did I do the right thing? Am I the butthole for telling my son's dad to stop parentifying him? I have a 17-year-old son, let's call him Warren, who lives with his dad in another state. Last year his uncle died during a medical emergency and left behind a 10, 6 and 2-year-old that my ex took in. Ever since then, my ex has been delegating parenting responsibilities to Warren as if he's the parent. From getting them up, making meals, tying shoes, baths, etc. My ex told me that Warren is old enough to help out and it's none of my business. It's absolutely my business. Edit: my son doesn't live with me because he's always lived with his dad in the big mansion. Plus my husband and my son don't get along.
Am I the jerk for asking my 40 euros from Splitwise after 6 years? When I was a student I used to use Splitwise a lot to handle shared bills. After all those years I still owed some people money, and some people owed me money. The amounts were not that big and no rush to get it back either way. Recently I received an email that a friend logged a refund on Splitwise which I didn't receive on my bank account. I contacted that friend about the situation and she said she just deleted her Splitwise account without looking at what she owed anybody because it's so long ago, it doesn't count anymore. She owed me around 40 euros which I asked her to refund me. But she refuses and asks if I'm serious about asking it after 6 years. I told her that I didn't buy her food for her not to refund me and that there was no rush, but I don't think there is an expiration date on Splitwise refunding. What did you guys think? Am I the jerk for confronting my mother about her asking questions repeatedly? Me, M25, and my mother, 50F, had an argument today. She asked me about how my aunts will think if we travel with them. She keep thinking that we are freeloading with them, which I repeatedly told her, third time this month, that they already don't mind driving as long as we pay the toll and food. But she just keep asking what if they mind and are we freeloading. This happened a lot of times, like one time where she wanted to buy a computer and asked me for opinions, studied in programming equals good at computers, and I suggested what she would like, but she keep asking it until I brought her to the store, pointed to her the perfect model for her. She just wanted one with high storage and small sizes. She would always say that she doesn't know if it's the best one after asking the second or third time. Today I confronted her and asked her why she asks me repeatedly if she doesn't trust me, or hesitates about my ideas, and she left without answering. Am I the jerk here? Am I the jerk for reporting my landlord to zoning enforcement? I think I'm living in an unpermitted unit and reported to the zoning department because I had safety concerns. There are 5 or 6 units that all share the same mailbox and my mail gets stolen by the landlord. Often. In addition, she enters our unit without notice a lot also. This frustration with people having access to my personal information and a reckless disregard for my privacy bothered me, so I reported her. Am I the jerk? On the one hand, I believe laws are meant to be followed and there to protect people, but on the other hand, I wonder if I am the jerk.
What is the absolute worst thing to do after winning the lottery? I worked a place where a customer won a few million before I started working there. He came back every Sunday to buy about $1,800 worth of lottery tickets on credit because we blew all the cash and was hoping to win big again. It was super depressing. But the time I left that job, his weekly lottery purchases were down to $800 per week. He used to tell me his family needed the money and I was just so dumbfounded. What's the most unexpected sacrifice you've made that ended up being incredibly rewarding? My new partner was a great stepfather to my 2 kids. But I knew he wanted his own. I always said I would never have more kids and he said that was okay, too. He still tried so hard to be a good stepdad. But I knew he wanted his own. So I said okay, I would go through the misery of pregnancy for a 3rd time, for a half-sibling to my first kids, for him to experience fatherhood from the very beginning. I figured I would struggle for a few years, as I did with my first 2. And even though I was anxious as heck during pregnancy, I am absolutely loving having our new little one. She is the joy of my life right now. Would I be the butthole for kicking my brother out? Hi, my 28F brother, 27M, is really annoying me. I'm on welfare and he says he doesn't have to pay into our house as the government pays for it, and I'm lazy as I don't work. I have mental health issues, got an autistic son, and am caring for a mother who is terminally ill. He has repeatedly disrespected me, brought substances into the house, bangs about, and so on. I just feel like I'll be the butthole as he'll be homeless and he's prone to violence against me.
Am I the jerk for telling my mom I don't want open chips? Am I the jerk for telling my mom that I won't eat the open bags of chips she gives me? My brother doesn't wash his hands after he pees, so me and my kids do not want to eat them. I asked if she wanted them back because I didn't want to toss them like I did before, and I let her know why. She got offended and told me he also touched the soda bottles she gave my kids, and I told her we aren't eating the soda bottles, I can sanitize them, but I gave them back. She told me it was weird for me to say that and didn't believe that he doesn't wash his hands, but he told my husband he doesn't, and I witnessed it. I'm tired of being made to feel like a jerk, when I'm not. Thanks. Am I the jerk for insulting my mom for buying stupid jewelry for my siblings while I work as a janitor in East European coast side and I send her money each month for bills? I am 19, work as a janitor at some aqua park which is a part of a hotel, and each month I send her, F41, €120 or the bill so that they could have one worry less and buy more groceries and other useful stuff. First time I sent her money she paid off the bills, but bought stupid sunglasses. I didn't say anything. I work 2 times per day divided in 4 hours and I barely have time for myself. Second time I sent her 8 days ago, she said she paid the bills but bought my brother a €75 chain and my sister €50 sunglasses. I was disappointed and mad. I asked her why is she so obsessed with fashion when we live in a poor country. Then she got mad at me and I called her stupid. My paycheck is €550. Am I the jerk? Am I the jerk for not pitching in for my coworker's gift? I just got this job, been working here 3 weeks part-time, 15 hours a week, and I recently got added to a group chat asking for everyone to pitch in for a coworker's gift. I didn't know who it was by name but asked in person and found out it was someone I talked to about 5 times for 20 seconds each. Am I the jerk for not sending money? Am I the jerk for not sharing something I bought with my money? I bought a bag of Nutella cookie things for $5 of my money. I brought them back into the house and my older brother asked for one. I said no, because I purchased them with my money with no intention of sharing when I bought them. Keep in mind I'm a minor, and the only money I make is allowance or birthday or Christmas money. Later my mom got mad that I didn't. After asking her why that was wrong, she said, "He asked nicely and you had brought them into the living room where everyone could see them without wanting to share. If you wanted them to be just yours, you should have kept them tucked away in your room." I'm confused now because I'm apparently supposed to either hide anything I want to be just mine, or give someone anything they want as long as they ask nicely. I don't see how I'm in the wrong, so I'll let the internet decide. Am I the jerk for telling my girlfriend she can't have sex when we are on a break? For a little context, me, M18, and my 23F bi girlfriend have been getting into it lately over a coworker, 18F. She just hasn't been talking to me at all and has been completely ignoring me over the last week, talking to this coworker. I made some comments about how she has changed since talking to this coworker. She then said that I don't let her have friends. I've never told her she couldn't talk to her friends. She has many, but they never talk this much. Then she said she wanted a break and asked if I would be mad if she had sex with someone else during that break. I said yes, because I know she wants to have sex with said coworker, but she also wants to get back together in a month. Am I the jerk?